And you know, like a little Whitney.
I love a little Whitney. Little pink Whitney.
I used to love a little Whitney. Now she ain't here anymore. R.I.P.
R.I.P. Did I ever tell you that story?
We should do it online.
Well, we'll fucking get to that.
Hit me.
Oh, sorry. So when Whitney Houston died,
Yeah.
the Akron Beacon Journal, I have a picture of this on my Facebook. Akron Beacon Journal put out the front page of the newspaper was Whitney Houston died. The very fucking story next to it was like, giant crack bust in Akron, blah, 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 talking about this big giant crack dealer. I'm like, that is the most ironic shit I've ever seen.
Well played, you bastard.
Yeah. What is up, you raggedy motherfuckers? We're back. What episode is this? 5? 4? 5.
3, 2, yeah, I think so.
5. We're back
Numero 50.
with the 15 pack.
It's a 15er.
15er.
It's almost like an in-betweener.
Yeah.
With a 15er, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. So,
after 15er, you're getting me betweener. Up around.
we're back. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Boom.
So, what are we doing, Corey?
We are going to try these 5 different beers
Not all today.
over the next couple episodes.
Yeah.
This is our part of our, I'm dubbing it the Hops Tour.
Hops tour. That's it.
This is part of our Hops Tour. And our next stop is Breckenridge Brewery. They sell this 15er to get betweener. And we're going to put all 5 names in it. And you got them in a cup.
Yep, got them in a cup.
We are going to pick one, and then that's the beer we're trying today.
Yeah, we're gonna do this first.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna drink it, and we're gonna talk some
Pick
shit.
it up, man.
And pick one.
Oh, that's deep.
You got one?
Is this one?
Yep.
Oh, ho, ho.
What you got?
One you wanted too, the Avalanche.
Let's go.
So we got the Avalanche Amber Ale as our first choice of brews.
So, let's see where we're at here.
That should be on the bottom.
No, I think it's just like a row of.
Oh, that's right. There's 3 each, right?
Yeah.
All right.
So, there's an Avalanche Amber Ale for you.
Ooh,
An
5%.
Avalanche Amber Ale
That's a cool can.
for y'all. And
That's a pretty cool can.
that is not what I wanted.
Get it? There it
One
is.
for me.
Can we put it over here? Got it?
I'll put it in the fridge.
All right, that's a good idea.
And,
Caramel malt body with a light hop character.
Corey, we have it's a good problem to have. We have a problem.
Too much beer?
Too much beer.
Damn it. They're from Colorado.
Where's he at?
They're from
Breckenridge, Colorado from?
Fort Collins.
Fort Collins, Colorado.
It says Littleton, Colorado, and Fort Collins.
Littleton. That's where Columbine is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh,
Let's
I didn't
see.
know that.
Caramel malt body with light hop character. Nice. Brewing can. Anything else about it? Nope, that's it.
If you're pregnant, you shouldn't drink it according to this can.
That's boring.
Or operate machinery.
It is 5% alcohol by volume, so that's pretty decent. I guess.
5% tint.
Yeah. So
Let's try it out, buddy.
I'm gonna pour mine into a cup. You want a cup?
Yeah.
See what she
Tastes
looks
like
like,
that.
smells like, tastes like. This is
Ooh.
Avalanche Amber Ale.
Smells good.
She's thick. So she's a little dark.
She heavy like a Chevy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Smells hoppy.
Yeah, she's dark, Daddy.
It's all right. You just
Listen,
that's skill right there.
yeah, you gotta
Look at that.
you gotta put some head on her. You know what I mean?
If
You gotta,
we got head, we're not going. You know,
you gotta have some head on her. So,
if head's not first, we're out.
yep. Avalanche Amber Ale. So what's new in the world of
Wow,
good?
it's not bad. It's extremely hoppy beer for me. I'm not much of a beer guy. Extremely hoppy for me, but it's all right.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as that one we had last week.
No,
Yeah,
it doesn't taste like a hippie foot.
Doesn't taste like a 70-hour work week.
Yeah. What was that big little thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. This honestly, and
not horrible.
I poured her a little heavy, so I got a lot of head here, but
it's not really one of the first complaints I ever had. Usually not enough head. Look at that. Not enough head.
Yeah, no, so it almost reminds me of like the first time I ever drank a beer, and I'm like, yeah, it's kind of like weird tasting,
Yeah.
but like,
But you feel like it's going to grow.
I feel like, yeah.
It's not bad. I mean, as you guys can see, it's a pretty cool can.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
It's not.
It's got like it's thick. It's kind of thick, if that makes any sense.
I think it's got more of a, like, not necessarily thickness, but it's like a heavy taste to it.
I do kind of get some of that caramel though, almost a little bit.
Lightly.
It's good. I don't hate it. It's got the
necessarily-
color of motor oil,
Eh,
like new motor
yeah.
oil.
It's a good caramel beer for sure.
It's not bad. I would drink another one.
I don't know that I'll drink many of them, or even this one.
You don't think?
But I mean, I'll sip on it through this whole podcast.
You got Busch Lights in there, you know.
I'm not a beer guy.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you got plenty of whiskey.
Oh, I got plenty of that.
If they can't see it on camera, but there's a whole shelf of like every kind of Crown
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah, in
So,
case you get thirsty, you gotta have options.
yeah.
But this isn't bad. It's not bad for not being a beer guy.
So, not beer guy. What do you give this one? 1 to 10.
I gotta go better than that. What was the last one was like 3 something. Didn't I?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to give this one a 6. It's probably a 6.
Okay.
It's to me it's an above average random beer,
Yeah.
but it's not terrible.
Okay.
So like I can still sip on this. I wasn't still sipping on that stuff we had last week. That was gross.
No. I always try to think of like how many I think I can drink in a night, you know?
I think after 2 or 3 of these, my stomach would be a little queasy.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to give it a...
I mean, you get better luck pounding natural ice all night than this shit.
Yeah, I'm going to give it like a 6.2.
6.2?
Yeah. Not like a 6 also, like a 6.2.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you. I did a 6
So,
even.
that's all right.
I'm a rookie.
Rookie score. It's not bad, but I don't see myself like drinking a bunch of them.
No, it's actually decent. It really is.
So,
But my scoring doesn't make any difference because I don't drink beer, so it's not.
true story.
We can sit here and sample whiskey, and I can give you those scores all day long. But
I'm a bitch, and I can't drink whiskey.
yeah, these I could see like after one of these, I'm getting full. Yeah, I mean this is a heavy beer.
Yeah, for sure.
Sponsored by Chevy. You know.
Yeah.
Anywho,
So what's new in the world?
we started a new endeavor today.
Yeah, you're the side hustle, baby.
Side hustle here.
First-
It is a detailing.
Yeah.
Um,
First gig today.
Went well. It was a family member's vehicle, so we kind of like
Got to use it as a learning. process.
popped our cherry, so to say, in the detailing industry.
Yeah.
Learned a lot. I don't know
There's-
about you, but I learned a lot.
There's a lot to learn.
So there's a lot that goes into detailing that I didn't realize.
Yeah.
I mean, vacuum, you wipe it down. What else you do? Well, there's shampooing and conditioning.
Yeah, I mean, there's...
No conditioner is better, you know.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's...
There's a lot that goes into it.
It's cool, though, because it's like... It's for me to see that truck the way the
It
truck
was wrecked.
And I mean, this was my wife's uncle's truck, and he's a iron worker, and he works. They don't do rain days, so he works in the rain, the snow, the cold, and stuff. And his truck gets muddy and
It's covered
jacked
in mud.
up,
Covered in mud.
whatever. So it was
Seats
cool to see it go
stains.
from, because it's like a year and a half. He's had it like a year and a half, maybe 2 years. And
That's a brand new truck.
it was cool to see it go from being absolutely thrashed to like
Looks good.
looks good. You know what I mean?
He was thrilled.
Yeah, he was pumped, and he's already talking to his buddies about it.
We got a couple more lined up from that one. So
Yeah,
that's
it'll be cool to hopefully
start moving cars out of here, man.
start. Yeah, I mean, like I said last week,
In a couple weeks.
you'll never work as hard for somebody else as you do for yourself, and like it was clear to see like all of us
Just getting it.
and like legitimately like attention to detail and just
I
not,
do one side, he does the other. We check each
not
other's work.
settling for subpar was a big one, so.
I've never even hit par, so all my life I've been subpar.
Oh, if we're talking golf, that's I'm like a 75 handicap, bro. Come on.
I don't know what that means. I'm just handicapped.
That's over par. So
No.
if par's 70,
I'm like a 250 handicap.
if
Then.
par's 72, I'm in the 150s, buddy.
I ain't got enough Roman numerals for me.
Yeah. So it's cool.
It went well.
It'll be a lot to
Took us,
learn.
what, about 4 hours?
About 4 hours, and it was just an interior, and we just kind of washed out the outside. Just
We used a
because
foam cannon on the outside, got it cleaned up a little bit, but
it was cool to do. It was cool to try out some stuff, and
what is the Instagram?
so it is. I will tag it on the screen somewhere.
You guys can check out the detail.
Up here.
Right there.
It's CCP Auto Detailing on Instagram, and it's c.c.p. Auto Detailing, something like that. But I'll find out a way to magically put it on the screen, and yeah, check us out. Give us a follow on
You
there.
can see from just the transformation of this truck, and when we get more in depth, we'll start doing videos,
Yeah, I definitely want to do that.
cleaning
And-
videos, and showing how we use stuff and
Yeah.
what we, like that stain stuff we used today, and it took out that stain that's probably been there since you got the truck.
Yeah, took out just like legitimately had like looked like nail polish or paint or something in his seat,
In less than 30 seconds,
and just
we had it out.
two squirts and a drill brush, and it was out. And that
Yeah.
stuff was pretty sweet.
Yeah,
So
it worked well for sure.
we're definitely gonna,
I'm excited to get more in.
not that like, and again, like we had talked about, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago, we talked about, like really charging on social media this year. Like, as much as I don't want to be like, oh, I'm doing this shit all for money and brand deals, like it'd be cool to shout out products that we use and then be like, hey, we appreciate it, and hook us up with some cool
And
shit
we will.
to use.
And
Or,
we've already got numerous follows on
yeah,
Facebook and Instagram from
chemical companies. And,
chemical companies that make these detailed products. So, which is it's kind of I don't want to say inspirational because it's not the word I'm looking for, but it's kind of like gives you motivation.
Motivational,
'Cause these
yeah.
guys are like seeing, because we posted what we
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
They see what we did. We never
Yeah.
once tagged what we used or anything like that because
Yeah.
we're new, so we're trying everybody's stuff out. I mean, we're trying stuff from, I don't care if you get it at all these all the way up to, you got to have a damn LLC to even get the stuff.
Yeah.
We're trying everything.
And that being said, if you live in the
Northeast Ohio
Northeast
region,
Ohio region and you want your car detailed, hit us up.
hit us up.
We tag all our personal social medias, but like for right now, you
Yeah.
can hit me up on TikTok. I don't care.
Yeah, for sure.
If you want your car detailed, I'll give you my phone number and we can link
Go
up
from
or
there.
whatever. But definitely going to be hustling this year in a lot of ways, not
Yeah.
just detailing cars, not just social media, but like we said last week, dude, there's too much money in this world to be broke.
Yeah, and for a Saturday afternoon or mid afternoon, what we would have been normally doing, sitting around or doing
Pounding
whatever.
fucking beers worth making money.
Yeah,
And we still could have drank beer. We didn't, but we could have.
yeah. I mean, I'm all about drinking beer, but I want to get the job done first.
100%.
Close to
That's
it.
But well, like I said, we could have been sitting around either together still,
Put the
not
game
doing
on,
shit.
yeah.
Or we could have been at our own houses not doing shit. Instead, we came
Right.
together and decided to make a little bit of money. So
Right. Yeah.
I'm in, man.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to push hard. So
I'm in, man.
I think it's gonna be cool.
I'm with it. It's gonna be a good thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially we got positive feedback from all kinds of people.
Yeah.
And we've had numerous people already hit us up about, hey, can you do mine? Hey, can you do mine?
Yeah. So that being said, with news stuff in the news,
What do you got?
I need to. I think it's probably on our alley to talk about the whole Tyree Nichols thing, which is the
Yeah, I've you talking about the cops?
kid that got killed by the cops, or not kid, but the guy recently that they're all worried about the protests and stuff.
Yeah, I haven't.
I don't know the facts. Like, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I do.
Well, I've seen one of the videos,
Really?
and I don't know how old everybody is or our followers or people who watch this, but from the video I seen, it was almost like Rodney King.
Like, just way over the top?
Yeah, they were beating him down on the ground, stood him up, beating him when he was standing up.
Yeah, that ain't right. See, and I don't want to speak on, I don't know the facts, and I'm not going to.
No, that's just from the clip I seen.
But, and I've heard, and again, media's going to twist things the way they want to, but that's like the narrative that's being pushed right now is like,
they're calling it like a police gang.
Whether he was in the right or the wrong,
Yeah.
the cops went way too fucking
The
far.
cops took it too far.
And that's the same thing with like people want to argue the whole George Floyd thing one way or the other. That dude didn't have to die.
Yeah,
He was
correct.
in fucking handcuffs, you know what I mean? That dude did not have to die. Whether he was in the right or wrong, whether he deserved to go to jail or not, did not have to
And
die.
I have so many mixed feelings on that kind of stuff, man.
But
Just
again,
because I think here's the biggest problem with all these people that pass. Yeah, unless they do something severely to somebody, nobody really deserves to die.
right.
You know what I mean? But
At the same
the
point,
media
like,
twists so much crap. Like, if you look at the facts, that whole knee on the neck thing has been something that cops have done forever.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually something, you put your knee right in the top of the back, right at the base of your neck. That's something that's been like that.
yeah.
Was it excessive or too long? Probably.
Yeah.
But one thing that the media tried burying that is annoying, which is true or not, I don't know, but the death report said he had so much drugs in his system it would have killed him.
Yeah.
So, this guy could have been walking down the street and died from the drugs.
Is that for George Floyd or
Yeah.
for okay?
Yeah. No, that's for George Floyd.
Yeah, but
They'll hide that.
that's the problem that I have too. Is like you'll never know.
The damn media.
You'll
is the
never
biggest
know the
issue.
truth. You will never know the truth. Those cops could have been dead ass in the right and had every fucking right to do what they did, and
Well,
the media.
I think that's a little excessive, unless this guy's a goddamn ninja.
Oh, I agree. But I'm just saying the media will twist it as in the cops are the bad ones.
Oh, 100%.
Because that's what everybody wants to hear, and that's what's going to get everybody riled up and everybody watching the
Plays the
news.
narrative, man.
Yeah, and it's like,
And we're not picking sides.
no.
It was wrong for that. The cops were wrong for sure. It's.
And there's a lot of them, man. There's a lot of them where it's like, did the guy need to die? No, but you pointed a gun at a police officer. Like what? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like what do you? And I'm not talking about any specific person, but it's like, I'm sorry, but if you point a gun at me, I'm not going to sit there and go, is that a BB gun or a real gun? I'm not. I'm firing back. Like I'm.
Yeah.
I'm not waiting around to find out.
If you're that ignorant, man, you can. That's the whole fuck around and find out thing.
Well, and it's, and I hate to sound rash or whatever, but like people joke around, shoot first, ask questions later. You point a gun at me, that's what it's going to be.
I'm trying to go home every night.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and not to sound cliche, and I know this thing's been quoted 1,012 times, I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6.
100%.
I'll take my chances with trial versus just dying every day of the week. Like, and so, it's one of the things that's like, do I think cops take shit too far? 1,000%.
Some of them.
Some of them do. There are plenty of. There's probably. I'm willing to bet the majority.
Of police officers are good.
Of police officers are good. Especially my girl Megan Hall. She was for the people.
She put it down,
She was a team player. Y'all
She
need
threw
to
it back.
give her job back. Okay.
Yeah, and whoever put that fucking police station as a train station I got my vote for president.
Yeah, that was legendary. That was legendary. But
Did you see that one TikTok that they're going in there?
yeah,
It's,
trying to do a ride along with Megan Hall.
I think it's my turn. Can she sign my poster?
Dude, but all jokes aside, like, there's
It
majority
just
of cops.
happened in Akron, I believe.
What?
Don't quote me on this, but I swear I've seen a story about a lieutenant doing that. They caught in Akron.
Like banging another cop?
Yeah.
No. But majority of cops are good cops. But there are cops out there that think that because they're cops, they can do whatever the fuck they want. And
Dude, I know for a fact. Yeah, there's somebody that I know through local sports that we are involved in, and literally had a meeting with the school board, and she's a cop, and she legit told the school board, I can punch my child in the face. I'm a cop. I know what I can do. It's like, it's a no.
yeah,
That's a no for me.
It's
dog.
a no for me, dog. Is right.
There's
Yeah.
no cop that's going to say, yeah, you can punch your child in the face. It's
Right.
legal. You can't do that. Don't be ignorant. It's
But
people like that don't deserve to be cops.
Facts. But and I guess what I was trying to get around to was like, the shit sucks.
Yeah.
Those people don't deserve to die. It's awful. By all fucking means, protest.
100%.
But don't burn your fucking city down in the process.
I think that's the biggest thing they use is they're
You're angry. I get it. I'm fucking angry. That's just bullshit.
yeah,
it's
but
stupid.
Most people join the angry movement because there's a store nearby that they want some shit from.
Well, 100%. But like, I mean, look at how bad shit got from the George Floyd riots. Fuck, that shit came to Cleveland, bro. That shit came to Ravenna, which if you are from around here, Ravenna's not a very big town, but they were sure shit in Ravenna.
Yeah.
And there was people that they have pictures of because, you know, we live in a small rural community and then we have Facebook groups that everybody from our county is involved in.
Yeah.
There was pictures of people at our protests that were at the big ones in Wisconsin and the big ones in all over the Cleveland and Chicago and all these big, wherever the big, huge George Floyd protests were.
You call it conspiracy or whatever, man. It's media driven.
100%.
A fuck.
I agree. But
and possibly, you know,
I
Big
mean,
Brother government driven.
we're probably already canceled from this and it's not even on YouTube yet. But
yeah. And we could be
like there was legitimate, like there was people, they have pictures and I don't know, Photoshop's a thing maybe.
I drove around it.
I was at these protests and the one dude I saw in the pictures, I saw at the protest in downtown Ravenna, and they have him in pictures at the one in Cleveland and they have him in pictures at wherever the big one was in Wisconsin where the whole Kyle Rittenhouse shit went down. They have pictures of him at that one.
Yeah.
And again, then you got all this shit that branches off from these big giant protests, and then you got some kid who, again, I'm not going to get into that because there's some shit about that one that pisses me off too with the whole Kyle Rittenhouse thing, but you got that kid now on trial for some shit because of a protest. Because people were getting violent and getting angry and doing all these crazy protests.
There's nobody I trust, so if it doesn't affect me, I'm staying home.
Same, 100%. But I think
there's no reason I need to go out and look for trouble.
No.
Now, if it shows up to my doorstep, I will deliver trouble.
Yeah, bring the noise.
I won't be no DiGiorno, man.
Yeah.
I'm delivering that trouble.
Yeah. Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Bring the noise. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it's gonna get rowdy.
Dude, I just feel like it's, you know, and I know I'm the white guy. I have the white privilege. I get all that, but.
Well, can you give me some? Because I ain't never had none.
Yeah, trust me, me neither. But I get it's easy to speak as a white guy who probably has never dealt with these problems of being a black person and dealing with police, and I get all that. And I am sympathetic.
Speak for yourself, man. I've dealt with that shit.
Well,
when I was on probation, I got targeted.
I know.
Every fucking day.
I know.
One summer, I got pulled over probably 50 times in the same fucking shithole town.
I know.
All because they knew I had a record. They knew I was on probation.
Yeah.
And they just fucking with me.
But I guess what I'm trying to say is like, it's not worth burning your fucking town down.
No. There's ways
it's
of
not
going about
worth
stuff.
People getting killed.
What is that going to change?
There was other African American people that got killed because of these protests.
What'd that gain you?
Nothing. That's what I'm saying. It's like, and again, I know I have no room to speak on it. Whatever. Okay, fine. I get it, but. I don't see what good it causes for people to start burning the fucking town down.
Here's the thing, man. It's 100% media-driven bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
If you get rid of the media, or at least make them produce true things, all this shit stops.
Yeah, I agree. Facebook and social media is just as bad, but that is media.
Oh, 100%. You got these extreme Republicans that paint a narrative of Democrats are terrible. Mm-hmm. Okay? Then you got these extreme Democrats that paint a narrative that Republicans are so bad.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I don't know where you stand politically, but both parties suck.
Yeah, I don't
like Trump. I don't like Biden.
I don't know a whole lot about it, but I had somebody explain to me one time that I was what you would consider a libertarian.
I don't know.
And that's basically like the government needs to step back and not have so much control.
Oh, 100%.
You leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. Like, the one thing that I guess, like, a lot of libertarians believe in is that you just need to decriminalize a lot of drugs and narcotics because if these idiots want to kill themselves, that's on them.
Take warning labels off, man. Fuck it.
And like the guy was explaining to me, he's like, decriminalize meth, heroin, all that shit. He goes, because all you're doing is filling up prisons.
Yeah.
And they're just going to get out and continue to do the shit anyhow.
Yep.
And then you're not, you know. And on top of that, too, like, institutionalizing these people isn't helping them get better.
No.
Throwing them in prison is not helping anybody get sober.
No.
All it's doing is making, I mean, you can speak to this. All you do by putting somebody in prison, now, I mean, there are plenty of people who deserve to be in prison. But if you take a guy who overdoses on heroin and then the EMTs bring him back to life and then you throw him in jail for 30 days and then he gets out, well, now he's got court costs that he owes on top of a drug addiction that you didn't help him with, on top of probably probation fees and all this other shit, and he can't find a job now because he's got a record and all this other shit, and you just fuck the guy. And how's he ever supposed to get back on his feet?
He's now a product of the system.
And how's he ever supposed to get back on his feet?
He's going right the fuck back.
Yeah, and it's like...
Unless by some miracle, he fucking realizes it and gets out.
And I mean, we've fallen down that wormhole at work where I think the government has created a lot of these narcotics that are...
The government is the problem with everything.
Well, but...
I mean, in a nutshell.
Yeah, no,
and the only way we're going to stop something is if all the people realize this and come to a conclusion and get some smarts about themselves and realize the government is the problem. There's too many people out there that think, oh, the government won't hurt me. The government's out to help us. The government is not out to get us. The fuck they're not. It's goddamn money involved and they're on it.
Yeah, I definitely think all they give a fuck about is making money. But
why do all these politicians go in with no money and come out millionaires?
Yeah.
You don't go in a whorehouse and come out clean without STDs, do you?
No.
You're fucking. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
I definitely think that the system, especially like the justice system, is meant to get you to go back.
It's a revolving door.
Yeah. It's very hard for people to, like, in your position, who got in trouble once.
Yeah, you're fucked.
And then didn't do it again.
Yeah.
You know?
And they want to strip every right from you.
Trust me, dude. And then it's like, and then you got people like my dad, who, my dad, I understand recently we've had a little run-in.
Yeah,
but that's minor shit. My dad hasn't been in trouble
30 years.
30 years.
Yeah.
And for the longest time, he couldn't vote, couldn't get a passport, still can't own a firearm.
Yeah.
Never will be able to own a firearm.
Yep.
And he hasn't been in trouble in over 30 years. Because I'm 30 and my sister's 33, 34. And I know he hasn't been in any trouble since my sister's been born.
Yeah.
So...
It's a load of shit, man. It's what it boils down to. It's a goddamn scam.
But I think, man,
you got all these people still voting with the government are good people. There's not one person that's a politician that's a good person.
No, or
an honest person, I'll put it that way.
And let's be honest with you here, I mean, you know, coming back to the whole law enforcement thing, who do you think those people work for? They ain't working for you.
And I got a. Well, that summer I got railroaded from the cops every time I went to a stupid little fucking town. I got the abuse and I didn't get pulled out of my car and beat shit on me,
Yeah.
Because whatever, that's a different story. I don't know what I would have done then. But I didn't have that, but I still got the harassment every fucking time. Pulled over every time. As soon as they got behind me before the lights were on, I'd pull over. It's coming.
Yep.
Stop fucking with me.
Yep.
I literally got out of my car one time. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
It's like, I had a curfew. Mm-hmm. So I knew how long it took me to get home. And I left a couple minutes just because traffic, whatever.
Yeah.
Got a couple minutes. And it's like, I had just enough time to get home. And I hopped out of the car. And I was furious, man. I'm like, I know why you fuckers are stopping me.
Yeah.
It was the same excuse every time. Never got a ticket.
Yeah.
For the same excuse they pulled me over for. Never got a ticket. And the last time I literally hopped out of my car, I'm like, I have so much time to get home. I'm fucking leaving.
Yeah.
Well, let me run your license. It's like, dickhead, you know who I am.
Dude, they got my buddy like that one time. He was on probation.
Fuck, man.
They pulled him over, and it was like, I don't know, it was like it was probably like a 5-minute drive to his house.
Yeah.
And he still had 20 minutes to get there.
Yeah, they kept him.
They kept him there for 20 minutes and then got him for being out after probation.
Yep. And
he fought it and got off.
Because technically, if you mess up on probation, usually you get a slap on a pee-pee, but I've never had that issue. I've never messed up because I was so scared because I was a kid.
Yeah.
I was freshly an adult.
Yeah.
And they they do a whole scare tactic. You mess up, you're facing your maximum sentence. It's not a thing, you know. Yeah. But I wasn't messing up. I didn't drink for 2 years. I was on fucking curfew.
Yeah.
I didn't do shit. Mind you, I got put on probation like 2 days after I turned 21.
Yeah.
I mean, I did more drinking before I turned 21 and, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's horseshit.
Yep.
But I also have a buddy that's a cop. So I did a ride along with him in like one of the worst cities in Columbus at nighttime. And I seen the fucking, I mean, rightfully so, because I have an anger towards cops because I was treated bad once.
Yeah.
Just like every other person has an anger towards cops because they were probably treated bad once. I seen the anger that these people give these cops. And the cops that I was with are legitimately, like, my buddy's a good dude, man. He wouldn't do wrong if you paid him. Like, he's one of the most stand-up guys I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
And everybody around him was the same way. So they're legitimately good dudes.
Yeah.
And I just seen the anger these motherfuckers got, man. And every time they stopped somebody, every stop we did that night was gun-related. Everybody had a gun. There was a gun at a gas station, right? Like, they got a call, gun at a gas station, pull out this car. A couple people in this car. This young girl, 14.
Had a gun.
No. Had 4 fucking warrants. At 14! But yet, it's the cops. Fuck you, cops, you know. You don't just get a warrant just because they're passing them out like candy. You know what I mean? It's not like Oprah, here, you get a warrant. You get a warrant. I mean, you can't get railroaded for some shit, but if you got 4 warrants, there's probably a problem.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's probably not the cops.
Yeah. That's wild, dude.
Well, yeah. And then we rolled through the projects down there, and there's 4 or 5 cop cars following us. I'm like, why is there people following us? He's like, oh, no, last January we got pinned down in gunfire. Ever since then, we don't go through here alone.
Wow.
It's like, yeah, I might have a hatred towards cops because of what I dealt with, but I'm not shooting at them.
At the end of the day, there's a person behind that badge.
Yeah, I'm not shooting at them.
That's the thing, and it's like, if you have a good person behind a badge, you have a good cop. If you have a shit person behind a badge, you have a shit cop.
Oh, 100%.
And it's like, you know, I've dealt with dickhead cops. You know, I told you, when I was working night shift, I was getting followed home. It's kind of the same situation you were going through. I was the only person, because I was getting off at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
I was the only person on the road at 3 a.m.
Yep.
And they would wait and they'd follow me home. Now, the one time the guy got me speeding, and he was cool as fuck about it, and he let me go. He pulled me over in my driveway, and I'm like, okay, can you turn your lights off so you don't wake my kids up and shit, you know? And he's like, yeah, absolutely, whatever. But cool as fuck, let me go. And then ever since that night, I never fucking sped through there because I knew that dude's gonna be waiting on me. Because he told me, he's like, I'll get you next time. And I'm like, all right. So I never fucking sped through there. And every fucking night they followed me home. And they would either pull me over at the bar that was about a mile from my house, which is Dusty. Or they would pull me over in my fucking driveway. So it finally got to the point where I would get to the Dusty and I'd pull in the parking lot, roll my window down and wait. And then the guy was like, why'd you pull in here? I was like, because I'm waiting for you fucks to pull me over. Like, I didn't say fucks, but I'm like, I'm waiting for you guys to pull me over. You pull me over all the time. You pull me over in my driveway. You pull me over here. I was like, I'm just fucking waiting on it.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, where are you coming from? I'm like, I don't know. I have a fucking high-vis yellow reflective vest on, muddy-ass fucking jeans.
YMCA concert.
There's a fucking dirty-ass hard hat sitting next to me on the floor. Like, where do you think I'm coming from, bro?
Yeah.
He's like, construction workers get off at 3 a.m. I'm like, no, but night shift fucking plant workers do.
Yeah.
Dick. Like, and it just always where are you coming from? Where are you coming from? I'm like, you pull me over every day, and it was always like the same 2 state troopers. You pull me over every day, or like twice, 2-3 times a week.
Yeah.
And it's always the same question. When are you just gonna get a grip that like my car, this car that you see every day at this time is coming from fucking work?
Yeah.
Nope. You got me. I'm actually a kingpin. I dress like this to confuse you, and I do my drug routes at the same time every day, so you think I'm coming from work. Shut. You know what I mean? Like, dude. And finally, it got to the point I did the same thing. They fucking followed me to my house. I come fucking flying in the driveway. I swung the door open. I got out, threw my hands in the air. I'm like, do we have a fucking problem here? And they pulled into that shop across the street and turned around and left.
Where you come from? Your mom's house?
Yeah, dude. Oh, trust me. there was times where because I knew the question was coming, where are you coming from? And I was like, do not tell him his house. Do not tell him his mother's house. Do you know? Keep your mouth shut. I'm just like,
Actually, your wife said I.
yeah.
That'd
Your
be
house.
great. That'd be great.
Your house. I was
By the way, you're out of milk.
Yeah. I was having dinner with my kids. You know what I mean? Like, fuck you, bro.
I don't
you
get to see him often. It's usually nighttime.
Yeah. So I only get to see him when you're at work, which is weird. Man.
We haven't broke the news to him yet.
It's just, yeah, they still call me Uncle Brady.
Yeah, mom's friend.
Yeah. I just,
They still think I live next door.
for some reason they think I'm gay though. I don't know what that's about. Yeah, dude, I don't fucking
No,
know.
I get that for sure, man. It's
Some of them, dude, and I've had cops like, you know, like that one I told you when my dad got arrested when I was a kid
yeah.
for my nosy ass neighbor. The guy looked at my dad and he was like, dude, I really don't. Backstory, my dad smacked me upside the head. I fully deserved it. Wasn't abuse. He smacked me in the back of the head like, hey, quit, dumbass.
Yeah.
Nosy neighbor called the cops. My dad got arrested for domestic violence. I think all the charges got dropped. I don't even know, whatever. But when the cops came to arrest my dad, the cop looked at my dad and was like, I really don't want to do this. And my dad, having dealt with police, you know, most of his life, having spent time in prison,
Yeah.
he's like, why? He's like, you're doing your job. And the cop told him, he's like, yeah, but I'll never have to do it to him.
Yeah.
And he was right. I've never been arrested and I've never been in any trouble, but, you know, that guy was cool as fuck.
Yeah. And you got a lot of cops like that, man. It's just
But then you have ones like,
these douchebags that want to beat a guy to death.
I swear they got bullied in high school or something, and then they were like, I'm going to become a cop and I'm just going to get back at all these assholes who more than likely moved out of town and, you know, grew up and stopped being
Or you got
shitheads.
these jocks that never amounted to a goddamn thing. They peaked in high school.
Peaked in high school, yeah.
You know, and they couldn't get anything afterwards, and you know they're tired of working at Burger King, so they're like, oh, you know what? I can be a cop.
Yeah.
I'll show these motherfuckers I'm still the man. I'll run this town.
Yeah, I don't.
Get the fuck out of here, man. If that's your MO, man, you need to evaluate what the fuck you're doing.
This the funniest thing is I think a lot of these dudes just need to realize that your job boils down to civil servant. And you are here to serve the community.
Paid by us.
Paid by us. So I just,
And they hate when you know the legality part of everything.
well, and that's the other problem too, is every criminal's a goddamn lawyer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, go to jail one night. You'll figure it
Yeah, I was
out.
gonna say, you told me that. You're like, everybody in that bitch is a goddamn attorney.
Well, yeah, can't get themselves out of shit.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so it's what even my dad said when he just got in his little spat a couple weeks ago. He's like, every last one of them motherfuckers told me this and this and this. And
What you should do, what you shouldn't do.
I'm like,
yeah,
he's
every
like-
one of these fuckers are facing years.
yeah, he's like, these dudes are fucking whack jobs, dude. I'm like, yeah, I don't.
Who am I going to believe? You know, the guy that wears a suit and tie to
The guy that
court
makes
hearing?
a couple $100,000 a year doing this shit, or you're dumbass.
The guy that wears a suit and tie to a court hearing, or somebody that wears a orange jumpsuit with shiny bracelets
Yeah.
and ankle locks that you can't walk more than 2 inches.
The guy that doesn't even get to be in the courtroom, or the guy with the briefcase.
Yeah,
Because your ass goes to court on a camera, he goes to court in a Mercedes.
a little bit of difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
shit,
dude.
man. That's fucking wild.
I just hope that it doesn't get as bad as the whole George Floyd thing.
Well-
Because that got, I'm not gonna lie, like, and I'm not saying like, I was shaking in my boots, but like, I got dicey there for a little bit, dude.
Well, they were doing protests and shutting down the whole fucking road. When I went and picked up Sydney that day from the hospital, they were literally protesting outside of a Cleveland police district precinct, and they were already covered the one side of the road. Now, luckily, I was going on this way. They were working across the median.
Yeah.
I went around them. I'm not stopping for you fucks.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys had chest protectors on, and plates and fucking ARs, and which
Well-
I'm not afraid of no gun.
Yeah.
Because I know enough about them,
Yeah.
But I'm not sticking around to see what a asshole does with it.
Well, and that was like, dude, it got dicey there for a little bit. Like, we had just started back to work because, I was still doing construction. We were laid off. We had just started back to work when all this shit was going on.
Yeah.
And, like, my boss, and thank him for it, I worked for a very large construction company, like worldwide, like whole globe owned by one big conglomerate company. Zero tolerance policy for, like, no weapons on company property, no
Yeah.
guns
Oh, yeah.
in your car, nothing like that. My boss basically said, hey, your job is to get home from here and I won't ask any questions.
Yeah.
And he goes, you don't look in my truck, and I won't look in yours.
Yep.
And we all kind of understood what that meant. And I'm pretty sure everybody that owned a gun at that fucking shop was carrying to and from work because,
Well, yeah.
like I said, dude, I went through Ravenna on the way home, and it was like, these dudes are on the sidewalk, and they're all like, you can watch them. I'm sitting at the red light, and they're all like on the sidewalk, and the crowd's building, and they're like stepping off the curb, and I'm like, dude, these motherfuckers block the road. I'm not stopping.
100%.
Like, I'm going home, whether you get to go home or not.
Exactly.
So,
And that's what that exact statement is what's wrong with most people, is because there's assholes out there that will think what you said is wrong. Because, well, they don't matter. Get the fuck out of the road. Who are you?
And you want to block the road?
You're an idiot.
You're an idiot, but I can find another way around. The problem is a lot of these protests weren't just blocking the road. They're blocking the road, and then they're yanking people out of their cars, beating the shit out of them, flipping their fucking cars over, setting them on fire. You're not doing it. It's not going to be me. I promise you that.
Yeah.
I ain't the one. I will not be your huckleberry.
You know what? I am.
Huckleberry or whatever the fucking real quote is. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Whatever, dude. I promise you I won't. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not a tough guy.
Matter of fact, I am the one. Pull me out.
Yeah, no. You ain't gonna get the chance. I can promise you that.
I said,
I'm not a tough guy. I'm not a hard ass. I'm not trying to be anything I'm not. But
you are trying to fight Ryan Upchurch, though.
Make that happen. Where is Don King when I need his ass? Don King used to roll around here. Mike Tyson had a house about 30 minutes from this bitch.
Yeah.
Bring the noise. I would fight Ryan Upchurch today. Make it happen. I don't even need a bag. Like,
Call the promoter.
Yeah, I don't need a bag. I mean, it'd be nice.
What's a bag?
Money.
Oh, okay.
But
sorry, I'm on the loop, bro.
that's just what they say.
Oh, damn kids.
Like when Jake Paul and Logan Paul fight, they're like, oh, they're going to secure the bag. It's like,
Is that what that means?
yeah, they're going to make the money. I mean, I would love to have one. You know what I mean? I'd love to make some money.
If you give me a check afterwards, I'm cool.
Yeah, but like, I don't have to get paid.
I don't know. Have you ever seen a pro fight?
No.
Yeah, you don't get a bag. You get a check.
Well, but if you were to put all that cash together, it would need a bag to carry it, or a few bags.
Yeah.
A few very large bags. But, you know.
Secure the bag. That's a good one.
I would, yeah, if anybody knows anybody, let me know. I'm a nobody, so I'm sure it's not worth anything for him.
I'm me.
Yeah, don't even, we're not going to go down that road. If you like Ryan Upchurch, well, reevaluate your life. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not even going to be nice about it.
Creed Squad.
No. Fucking Geek Squad.
Probably a bunch of nuff signs running around.
Fucking
with squad of trucks.
My mom put Mountain Dew in my baby bottle squad, is what it is.
Yeah.
While she smoked Pall Malls. Fucking raggedy bitch. God. Oh.
Sorry, I didn't mean to throw you on a tangent. Oh. You gonna make it, buddy?
The dude looks like a bull terrier, and he thinks he's the hardest motherfucker on the planet, and I just want to uppercut his fucking fake-ass teeth out of his head.
Can I work the corner?
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Because you'll talk so much shit, I'll just get even more angry. Like, Brady's kicking your ass. But Corey, I almost knocked him out. Nah, he's kicking your ass, bro.
He said something about your mom.
God, yeah. I mean, and I know I'm not a violent person, but I have a problem with people who think or walk around and blatantly act like hard asses.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I'm not a tough guy. I'm not whatever, but I would love to prove to you that you're not as hard as you think you are.
Yeah, I mean, those who have been in real fights aren't that quick.
Looking to get into another one. No, that's what I'm saying, dude.
I mean, if it happens, it happens.
I've had my ass whooped. It ain't that fun.
There's a lot of funner things I've done. But if it happens, it happens. I get that.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't scared to do it again, but...
Yeah. You're not walking around looking for one.
Fuck no.
So,
Yeah, so...
Sorry about that.
What'd you think of the beer, dog?
It's not bad. Here, you want some more?
No.
Oh.
I wouldn't... I don't think I would... I don't know. It wasn't super cold. So I think I'm going to put this one in the fridge and reevaluate this bad boy
Tomorrow.
in the next week or so. But, you know, next week we'll draw another one from the cup. So
There's a couple in there that look really good.
yeah, that I
vanilla
think
one.
there was one.
Vanilla
That was
porter, strawberry sky. There's an IPA one.
there was a hazy juice something
Okay.
that I'm hoping it would taste like one of those like orange juicy type of things I told you about last week. That
One thing we gotta try in here that I've seen a video on. It's called the Bro Moses.
Bro Mo says.
Have you seen it?
No.
You take a Miller Lite,
Talk to me.
pour it in a glass. You take an airplane shooter bottle of Tito's, pour it in there. Then you put a little orange juice in there. Stir it up. That's your Bromosa.
Dude, I'm telling you, that might.
We gotta try it one time.
After we're done with the old 15er,
After we're done with our hops tour,
we're gonna go to Bromosas.
try them out.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. I'm down.
And it actually sounds good.
It does. Hell yeah.
Because have you ever had a mimosa?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm not a big fan of them. I don't like champagne real well.
No, just be a fucking man and drink a screwdriver. Not even be a man. It's like
yeah.
if Tammy,
had
if fucking Tammy can drink screwdrivers, so can you, Carly. Fucking pussy.
Karen, little bitch.
Yeah, like fucking grow up. Drink a goddamn screwdriver like a true blue alcoholic, would
Dude,
you?
we used to drink those in school.
Hell yeah, dude.
We had a girl that would bring. Do you remember like I don't even know what the brand is.
Like the Minute Maid bottles or something?
No, they were like Tupperware bottles.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They were like yay high, and they had a screw-on lid and a little pop-up tap.
Yeah, like a shaker cup.
Yeah,
for
it was
working
like
out.
it was like a rectangle
Yeah,
bottle.
yeah.
It was every bit of almost a 2 liter. She mixed one of them fuckers up every morning, man. Take fucking vodka for her parents and orange juice and bring that bitch to school. Teachers thought it was just orange juice, man. It was fucking late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
They thought it was just fucking. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Dude, I remember pounding somebody, or me and a buddy would just chug the fuck out of it, man. Well, next couple classes was rough. Then when you hit football practice, it was like that shit came up.
Yeah, dude.
Every
I
time.
when I was in college for that short spell.
Yeah.
We had morning classes and we'd be all hungover and shit. We'd, in the cafeteria at school, they had the Minute Maid orange juice bottles.
Oh yeah.
So we'd take those and we'd take a flask and put it in our book bag with vodka in it, and we'd go buy 2 of those Minute Maid things each. We'd dump half of them out, fill it the rest of the way with vodka, and we just drink orange juice in class, and the teachers never knew shit. Until one day one spilled and the whole fucking classroom smelled like vodka. It wasn't mine, luckily, so I didn't get caught, but the other kid did. He got kicked out of class. And he got charged with underage drinking, all kinds of shit. They were fucking dicks, but...
Well, that'll learn you.
Yeah. I never drank in school.
Like in
High school, no.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I drank like
Before school.
like
during
before school, after school, yeah, all that shit. But like, I mean, I was a normal high school kid, trust me. But I never drank like at school.
Oh yeah.
My senior prom, though, we got a big party bus, like a bunch of us, and my sister told me, she's like, whatever you guys want, like we'll go get it for you at your senior prom, whatever. So I collected a bunch of money from everybody, and like the whole way to the prom, my date brought like her whole purse was filled with Jello shots.
Oh shit.
So we were just fucking down in Jello shots the whole way there. But my principal sees me collecting all this money. He's like, "What's all that for?" And I'm like, me, I'm
Getting a party bus,
pretty quick thinker. Yeah. So I said, "Oh, this is the rest of the payment for the party bus." And he's like, "Uh-huh." He's like, "Well, you stink. You should probably go home." And I was like, "Okay." He goes, "You ain't driving, are you?" He's like, "No, my sister's here to pick me up." He's like, "Yeah, smart move." And he knew, but he didn't say nothing. He was cool as fuck. But also, same principle. I took that carpentry class in high school. We built sheds. That was like our project that year, and I had built his shed, and I fucking worked my ass off, and the shed was dope. And he was like, he cut me some slack after that, So that dude was cool as fuck. But he was like, "Yeah, you should probably not drive home." But yeah, so I fucking went and bought everybody booze. But I never drank like at school because dude, like Kent didn't play around. The cops would show up, your ass would get hauled off. Like fuck that.
You had cops at your school?
Oh yeah, we had a resource officer. He wasn't a cop. He worked for a security company, but
We didn't have that at school.
they would call the Kent Police Department to come in. Like they caught kids with drugs and shit, like weed
shit.
or pills. And they'd bring the cops and kids. I mean, I watched one of my buddies get arrested right in front of the fucking school one time. So, yeah,
We never had that. We never had whatever.
They didn't fuck around. Well, you guys, all them kids were like farmers and shit, so they didn't do nothing at Waterloo. But
We had fucking gun racks and shit in the truck.
oh, I know. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure this was a pretty random podcast.
It was, but we touched on a lot.
It was fun.
Most podcasts are random, man.
Yeah, big facts. This
Hang
beer,
out bullshitting.
I'm gonna go ahead and drop this down. What did I say? A 6.2.
You did.
I'm gonna stick to a 6.2. I'm gonna come back to it because
I don't think it's terrible.
it's not terrible, but it wasn't super cold. And I feel like if it were super cold, it'd
I'll tell you what,
probably
man.
be
You work
better.
your ass off for 12 hours, and That bitch is ice cold.
Oh, yeah.
You chug that.
Yeah.
That's gonna be your new favorite beer.
Yeah, it'll be like a mother's love. But
What's that like?
that being said, I don't know how long this is. It might be short. It might not. I don't know. But we're
We threw one together because we're beat.
yeah, we worked hard today, kind of.
We feel more beat than a 13-year-old wiener.
Yeah.
Just saying, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we was working. This dude was sweating like a homo eating a hot dog. It was wild.
You can't say that.
Why?
That canceled.
Oh. X that part out.
We've already been canceled enough by, you know, talking shit on the government. Now we're gay bashing.
Well,
over
we
here.
can scratch that point.
I'm leaving it. Fuck it. Anyway, that being said, you guys have a great week.
We appreciate you tuning in.
Do
Stay with
something.
us.
Do something cool this week.
Yeah.
And,
Go out and get it, man.
like I don't know if we said this in the last couple, but please like, subscribe,
Share.
share it, tell your friends. We're trying to do this every week at least once, so
Tell your friends to tell their friends.
appreciate you watching, and have a good one.
See you next time.